Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Our course title is Study Skills and the subtopic is Preparing for the Text. Most of the students are too much fear, facing fear and hurdles while they see the examination days, and they're too much worried about the exams and the test queries. So this session, this lecture and this chapter will help you how to prepare for the tests, how will we score the good marks, and how to cope your anxiety and the stressful situation against the test system, and what is the best test system that you will be used to understand and put your good marks in it. It is some content. The first half is preparing the test, in which we discuss about how to prepare for the test. We have three steps. Later on, we have to be discuss these three steps. You will be make it note it down, jot down the keynotes that will help you in your exams. 12.2, the next one, the developing a test taking routine. How you will be make a routine, test taking routine, and then master objective tests that recheck and counter revision for the concept that we understood, and know how to answer the essay questions, how we write and how we answer it. And the another part is also related with the test, in which we discuss about the test anxiety, how we cope the test anxiety by eliminating the causes of test anxiety. So we have to be raised what are the causes behind this, and then learn to relax, when to work, and face your fear, textophobia, phobia related to the exam and the test, how you can cope it. Talk positive to yourself, look inside, know your strength, work on it, and stay focused. Find your best solution to get good marks. If you are a college student, if you're a university student, and you are have very few days, and then a lot of courses are allocated with you, and you have to be make yourself take the sessions and preparing the notes, and also prepare for the tests and the quizzes. So and the test is test of what? Test of your IQ, your aptitude level, your understanding level. So when you want to be prepared, you must have to prepare yourself into three steps. The first, you have to be learn when to study, which time is suitable for you, the daily formula, the weekly one. If you are a professional and you have a less time to uh, along with your profession or the job, and the pre-exam review, you will be divided into that manner. Daily reviews are those when you study your material and take few minutes and few times on daily basis to fulfill your requirements and completing your course content, and also doing your assignment. And the second review approach is weekly. On weekly basis, you will do the assignment and send you to your academy institutions, and spend an hour to end up work regarding and allocated with all assigned subjects. Pre-exam review, before a week, before a month, before a 15 days before exam, or during the examination days or gap, you will be peer review, you will be pre-exam review about the question, about the key concept, and from your lecture notes and material. The second is step is what to study. This one is very important. You will be mark yourself what to study, and what to study. Uh, that shows what to study. What to study show the objective and the purpose behind all this. Okay, what do you like to say review the lecture notes, whether you're covering the some course content, whether you have some question that you want to be achieved, and then you have some assigned task, and you will be studied your goal according to that study goal. What to study, previous chapter or the next one, go through the related lectures with the material, homework, structure handouts, what to study, what's your plan to learn. And first step is how to study. How to study, how to study, this will tell you the study system as we did in the previous lecture, and that SQ3R, SQ4R, like a survey, question, recite, recall, review. We keep remembering all these things. This creates system how to study, whether go for the reading, whether go for the writing, whether go for the memorizing, whether go for the recalling the previous one. And you will create a steady system, and you will adopt your learning style according to that system, according to that subject discipline and the requirement. So how to study, how to study is very important. Every subject has different approach. Every subject has mathematical, accounting, in statistics, these are the quantifying. In numerical, in numbers, they have different approach. But in theoretical way, that is a quite different. But when you want to be some study some historical facts and events are there, there is another way. How to study, how to study, show your adopting learning style and the study system. You must develop a test taking routine. And how you will develop a test taking routine, not wait for announcing a test date in exams and not wait for the deadlines. You will be improve, self-assess yourself by making your quiz, your test, your online quiz, and solving the exercises and activity that is mentioned in the book. So that help you, that reduce your fear for conducting and taking the test. Before the test, most of the students have a very feel anxiety, and they are too much depressed, and they will highly intense, and they are hypertension regarding the exams, and in that manner they will lose their tempo and concentration to keep memorize all those data. So take proper nourishment, take proper breakfast, and take regular interval when you do go for revision, and take sufficient time during the exam. During the test, you have some suggestion that I have to give you. And the first is do the easy question first. First thing first, and first the easy one. That boosts up your confidence, and within a short span of time, you will do a lot more. Second suggestion is that skip and return to difficult question. Uh, then it will be help you. You will allocate well on the time. The third, guess if there is no penalty, then we will be try. If there is no negative marking, you will be do some attempts, and you will put your reflection. Control your feeling and attention. Control your feeling and attention while doing the test. Maintain a positive attitude. Maintain a positive attitude toward the test. That is shows your confidence. After the test, here are two things you should do when you finish the test. First, check your work, what you are writing. You will be recheck it, review it, and learn from your mistakes. If you do some mistake, keep correcting it and highlighting it, and replace with the correct answer. So before the test, you will be control your anxiety and stress. During the test, you have to be following that suggestion, that easily attempt your question, and not don't create the panic. After the test, you should check and review your test paper, and then learn from the mistakes and make correct yourself. There is a many ways of testing exam. multiple choice question, masters your objective, the correct answer, objective type questions, the multiple choice question, the true or false questions are there. Uh, this one is very conceptual. True filters where the statements are mentioned and you have to be choose the one is true and the another is false, or there is another option that one of them is false and one of them is true. Find out it. So this will happen only when you have a deep understanding about the concept. So you must conceptualize the things well. Multiple choice questions, MCQ. This one is very common test exam, and there's you have in front of you the options are available there, A to D, and you will be choose one of them. It is possible only when you have a grasp understanding of our answer essay question with confidence. How you will answer the detailed essay question, descriptive question? The first thing is that read the question carefully and list down those things in the points which was examined, which is examined. Uh, Read the question carefully and make you understand what the examiner tried to ask. Concentrate on answer the question deeply and precisely. Then restate the question in your own word and try to put your words. Doing this make easier for your instructor to read and follow your explanation. Most of the anxiety are because of not doing anything, just taking the uh, just taking the stressful situation over it. So how you can control it, how you can overcome it? Most of the students are merely anxious and merely depressed about the test and they are not doing anything. So first thing is that when you have announcing a test, you must meet your expectation. Don't lose your fear with fear. You meet your expectation, you try to meet the requirement, and then you equate grades and self-worth, know your worth, and the feeling of helpless, remove it. Fear of not meeting expectation, fear of meeting not expectation, your parents, your society, your friends, and you also have some expectation regarding the grade. Then you're not you not become so much anxious about that. You will be disappointed when you draw some expectation and estimated and projected marks in your mind. You have to be understand the topic and present it well. This one is an approach. How to reduce test anxiety? Practice make the men perfect. Practice relaxation technique and the positive self-talk to reduce stress anxiety. There are few steps to reduce stress anxiety. Learn to relax. Close your eyes, search for the tension in your body, and you will be keep calm and don't rotate your mind here and there, and mind becomes so wander. So stay focused and keep relaxed when you want to be steady, and when you want to study, stay focused on it and remove all the distraction. Talk positive to yourself. Negative thinking crush you. Negative positive thinking is much better and most prior. Find your best solution, the best possible alternate solution for your test. So these are the things how you manage the test anxiety. Prepare yourself well and take deep relax and engage yourself in a positive talk. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. You have a better potential to do this, and always remain calm. Don't create panic. Here is some essential strategies for test preparation. Then the first, review your course and syllabus and class assignment sheet, and find out as much information as you can about the test, what type of test it is, in what manner the examiner is asking a question with a subjective, objective, or QA session. Use a 5 day study plan to prepare for tests. At least a week before you will be start reviewing. Review study tools, the create system, the study system. and keep memorizing through the mnemonics, acronym, and from the factual information. Review procedural information by reworking steps or problems divided into stages steps. Make summary of the notes and you want to review for the day before the test. It will very helpful. Make your chunk, make your synopsis, make your some lecture summary notes. That is very helpful in revision. uh, Participate in review sessions. In quick review sessions, it will also help you whether go from the group's discussion side or from the teacher side. You will must participate in the review session. Create a study group system, RRR, record, review, and recall. Keep remember it. Plan to review the night before a test in an hour so or day of the test. Don't wait for the last moment or the deadline. Predict test question, write and answer practice test question. Deal with the source of test anxiety before the day of the test. You have to be defeat the test anxiety first, then you will be lead. How you can prepare different types of question? As I told you, the first one is an objective one, like detailed questions are there. So for this you will be make flashcard, you will be make some objective type notes, and writing a true false question, multiple questions, matching question. uh, and recall what list of item definitions are there, different methods of there, and you will write the key points and jot down that thing. Find out about the test, redact the test question, and then write an answer according to that. And this one is very helpful for the text Bloom's taxonomy. Examiner want to check your knowledge level, and then they find out how much data information you have, and comprehension, understanding how you will understand, how you interpret and contrast and compare these things. So synthesized, examiner want to create the new ideas, how you will be see, how will be you relate that idea, and how you will be conclude and product an evaluation. When we say that word evaluation, it means a lot. Recommendation, convincing power, explanation, discrimination, comparison, many more things are there. Okay, fine. How we reduce the test anxiety? This one is very important element, and this one I told you that first you have to be reduce the test anxiety and then go for the test. Stress basically is a situation where your expectations and demand are not match up with the available resources, or even the situation are a threatened situation and they disrupt you normally in normal pattern or routine. And what is about the anxiety? Anxiety is a stressful situation that create hurdles and obstacles in your performance. And test anxiety that may occur before or during a test. Most of the students have test anxiety. What are the symptoms of test anxiety? Sometimes there's some physical symptoms. You have a headache, you have some other stomach problem, many multiple physiological outcomes are there. Sleep disorders are also happen. Emotional symptoms, you are very depressive and emotionally called cognitive symptoms. You have overthinking and lot of thinkings that they are attached, and behavior systems, your frustrations, your panicful situations are there. Due to text anxiety, physical, emotion, cognitive, and behavior symptoms are there. Basically, what are the source of test anxiety? So these are the some key sources of test anxiety. That is under preparedness. I'm not prepared. I'm suppose that I'm not preparing. If this question come, I will be completely blank out. Okay, I have to do more. I have nothing left. If I left something, it would become examiner questions. So you will be feel like that you are under prepared. Your are not readiness and willingness to attempt a paper. This one is the first cause. The past experiences, what you did mistake, and the fear of failure. You have sense failure. sense of feeling that you will become fail, and that will create a lot of test anxiety. Poor test taking skills. The poor test taking skills when you will not examine and answer out those things which was examined. So these are the sources of test anxiety. That, so what author said about this? Know when, what, and how to study, when to study, the daily review, and never feel that I have enough time. I'm good at figure out, so why I'm so much worried about that. I use a SQL system. I'm satisfied with my grade. Don't need to be improved. I don't try to become. It's a simple one, so I will be done in a very few hours. So all these are the procrastination in the situation that deviate from the main objective. Weekly review, pre-exam reviews are there, and review at the time the day when you are most alert. Basically, mainly the morning time is very good, where you are very sharp and effective. And study for your hardest exam first. Try to be, and about an hour you will be keep relax yourself. Okay, fine. What to study? Whether you study from the lecture notes, whether you go for the chapter reading from the textbook, from your notes making, from your study guide, you from the past papers, for your homework, for your doing assignment, or handout provided by the instructor, or any other website or tutorial. So here is a checklist. Here is a checklist. What to study for the test: lecture notes, highlighting notes, and table charts, credit test, which was written after the checking, exercises in activity mentioned in the book, instructor comment in the paper is also considered, and now terms and definition, formulas, broader concept, lab note. These are the checklists. And how to study: once in a week, daily week, and in what manner organize your material, and lecture note, textbook, and also must review the facts, formula, and steps are mentioned in it, and try to learn the graphics, visuals image with the graphics and the visual images. How to develop a test taking routine? What authors said about that? Authors say that before the test, you will must arrive on time and not try to be late. Be punctual and regular at the time. Just uh, jot down memory quiz. Key points are listed down there. Survey the tests, review and preview. Plan and use all your time effectively. Read directions and instruction carefully. How many questions are there and how you will attempt. Then you will start the test. When you start the test, during the test, you will be keep memorizing all these things. Do easy question first and skip the difficult one, and then try to solve the question at last. And if there is no negative marking, then try to attempt the question in your own way. Control your emotions and feeling. Fear, excitement, and many more feelings are there. So stay calm and be rational. Maintain a positive attitude. Say yourself that I have studied and I'm going fine, and my exams is also going good. If you become anxious, and you will be so much conscious about that, you will be lose your brain. After the test, you will be uh, learn from the mistake. Here is a table. There was a great cycle. Uh, First, you will be arrive on time. When the test start, when the test begin, you will must arrive on time. And then jot memory quiz, survey the test, plan your time, read directions and instructions during the test. Do the easy question first, then skip toward the difficult one. and then make attempt. After the finish, check your answer, go for the review, and then learn from the mistake, try to make connection. So, and control your feeling and attention when you will doing the difficult questions. So true for tests are there, and multiple choice questions are there. Very options are there. You have to be choose the best for it. Fill in the blanks are there where you will be answered it. These are the method of tests, and there is standardized test where the descriptive answer are required. So find out your use your dictionary, calculator, and the reference book during the test. Find out whether the test is administered online with examination booklet. Then you must carry all those things that you will be required. You will be willingness aware and get a proper night's sleep, and then eat a proper breakfast that will give you the positive mindset. Increase your chance of test taking strategy of learn from this chapter and use guessing strategy. And during the breaks between sections, the test set up and move around to increase your circulation. This little bit exercise will make you feel more alert when you return to the test. Whether working online or answer sheet, use any remaining time to proofread and correct your answer. Try to proofread and correct your answer. So come and guess. So for the essay question, read the question carefully and following the instructions and concentrate on the question briefly and precisely. Stay on the topic, never be aware, and avoid starting your opinion or making your own judgment unless the questioner examiner will you ask you. So here is some instruction word, and you will be keep memorizing it. When the examiner asks you to compare, it means compare means mention the similarities and differences. If the examiner asks contrast means the opposite of it. So here is the only differences are mentioned there. Keep remember when we say compare means the similarities also there. Criticize or evaluate, it means make a judgment about the strength and weakness, compare the strength with weakness, merit or demerit, positive or negative aspect, and then make a judgment which one is right. Define, this is called the critical evaluation, criticize or evaluate. Define, how you can define, give a precise and accurate meaning, describe, give a mental impression and detailed account. When we talk about discuss or explain, you will be give reasons, facts, and detail. When we say enumerate or list down, you just list it down the headings and then briefly explain in a very few sentences. Illustrate, show the examples in demonstration with examples. Interpretation, explain. Interpretation means your own word, your discussion. Justify or prove, then you support your argument with evidence. Outline, describe in journal, cover the main ideas. The main ideas are presented. Relate, when you relate the idea and connect with some practical life or other situation that is given in a question. Summarize, when state them briefly. And trace, when there is a steps and stages or event are there to define. Keep remember all the instruction. This one is very helpful to you, and this one is mentioned in the book, page number 278, in the chapter chapter the cause of test anxiety, page number 279, chapter number 10. This will very helpful to you. Okay, class. Thank you so much. And now we try to end the session with some. Okay, fine. We have some. Yes, we have some causes of test anxiety. Anxiety to fear of not meeting the expectation, or falling of the grade, and feeling of helplessness. So all these lead to the test anxiety as we discuss in the slides. Yes, here is a chart which shows the causes: lack of preparation, fear of not meeting expectation, lose of grade, and feeling of helpless. These are mainly the reason. And try to keep relaxed. This book mention you and say that try to talk positive about yourself and then attempt your test in exam. Okay, fine. Now we are going to end the session. I hope you will be understand well. We will meet in the next session. Allah Hafiz.